So this morning's HubSpot tutorial is for the nonprofits out there. You have some unique use cases and information that you need to capture and report on that differs a bit from traditional B2B, B2C for-profit companies, okay? So one thing that's really important, and we recently discussed this with a nonprofit, is consecutive years of donating, right? So like, how do we capture that information? Because we want to be able to, number one, increase the property value every time there is a year after year donation from an organization, an individual, whoever you're receiving donations or gifts from. But then we also want to clear that property if there's a year without donations. So the way that we can do this for increasing the property value is we have a couple of workflows here that I've created to show you this. Okay. So let's say we want to increase it by 1. So did not have a deal last year and had a deal this year. So we could go ahead and set this property value to 1. Now, why are these triggers important? Because this is only if we want to have a net new, like start the property at 1, right? So we want to go ahead and increase this property by 1. So they didn't have one last year. So close date is not between 1/1/2021 and 12/31/2021, but they had a close date this year. So what we'd go ahead and do is we would, and I might need to refresh this to get the properties in here. And this is also, we can say if we have properties that are important, like gave last year versus gave this year, we can do that as well. So then we could say gave last year, no, gave this year, yes. And then we could also have an action where we increase a property value for a contact for consecutive years giving, and we're going to increase that value by 1. Okay. So that's what would happen here. Now, what we could do is have another workflow. I'm not going to adapt this because the team is using this right now. So then what we would do is we're going to go ahead and had a deal last year and this year, right? So now what we could do, same thing, we could say had a deal last year, yes. Had a deal this year, yes. And then what we can also do is, again, we're going to go down to that same thing to increase a property value. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We know they had one last year. We know they had one this year. So again, we're going to go ahead and choose those years of giving, and we're going to increase this by 1, right? But let's say we get to a situation where they had a deal last year and did not have a deal this year. So now what we want to do is we want to go to had a deal last year and not this year. There we go. So what we would go ahead and do here is now we're going to go ahead because they had a deal last year and they did not have a deal this year. So we would say that they had a deal last year. And then what we'd say is had a deal this year. So we would say deal property. We would say close date is between, we'd say 1/1. Now, obviously this year isn't over yet. So we wouldn't want to do this yet, right? This would be maybe scheduled to run at the end of the year or have it delay until the end of the year because we have those delays now. So now what we could do is say, okay, and 12/31/2022. All right. So we're going to go ahead and apply that filter. So then we're also going to say that they would also need to, okay. So let's say we saved that. And we're going to save and not enroll existing contacts. And so now what we would say close date is not between. Okay. So they would go ahead and we're going to save without enrolling contacts. And then we're going to go ahead and what we would do is we would clear the property value, right? But we'd also want to set a delay. So we would delay this until the end of the year. And right, so now we're going to set that delay until that calendar date. And let's just say at 11:59 p.m. Okay. And so then if we went ahead and save this, and I'll delete this because this workflow is actually operational, then what we would go ahead and do is if there was no donation, now we're going to take and we're going to go down and we're going to say clear a property value which would be those years, consecutive years of giving, right? Because we had one last year, we didn't have one this year. So we want to make sure we clear that because now we don't have consecutive years of giving anymore. So those are some things that I know are important for nonprofits to capture. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions.